All right, let's do this. Today's episode, we're going to take a look at some Norev window boxes. So this is also going to be kind of a series like we did multi-packs. Going to look at Norev window boxes and Welly window boxes. Siku does not have window boxes. I opened up all my Matchbox window boxes, so those are already gone. So it will be just Norev and Welly the few episodes. JK, good morning of goedemiddag. So I going to give you a kind of a view here. There's a few hidden here behind. These are the oldest ones. So I kind of ranked them by age. So Rudimons, goedemiddag. So the more we go to the right, the newer they get. And then here I got some dealer exclusives. Diecast Ronnie, goedemiddag. Ali, Samet, Sunel, hi. David Harper, good evening to you. So let's start. I keep these window boxes. I think they have some value on them. Not going to spend too much time on the boxes themselves. I did that in the Diecast Brand review. Hello, David Johns from the worst YouTube channel ever. Very early morning for you. So I think these date from around the year 2000. So Norev is mostly known for 143 scale. That's how they them, of course. And back then they had majorette for the 3-inch cars, but then they kind of sold majorette to all kinds of different companies through the years. So they started their own 3-inch cars. Thanks, JK. Hey, Fax, I'm fine. Thank you. How are you? John Lamont, welcome. So these older ones have metal base, have suspension, have lens headlights, painted taillights. And this particular one, the roof comes off. Nicely detailed interior. Kind of hard to show on this camera phone, but I can tell you the steering wheel is exactly how the real one is, with the 4 buttons on it and the command center in the middle there, the big screen, well, big for that time. Authentic rims, of course, as all these premium or semi-premium Norris have, because these still have the plastic tires. Later on, some of them got rubber tires. But yeah, very nicely detailed. The trailer hitch I could have done without. It's kind of silly on a sports car like this. But anyways, and you know, maybe the wheels are a little bit too chromy. But they were just starting out with these, so kind of can forgive them for that. These are a few silly mistakes they made in the beginning. Pops on very easily, the roof. Doesn't have a window in the back either, so yeah. There's room for improvement there, but as we know, they did improve a lot over the years. And we will see that happen here as we look at them. Diecast Ronnie, you can find Norev in Belgium. I've mentioned it before to other people from Belgium. You can find them in a store called Broze, B-R-O-Z-E. That has stores around Brussels and in Wallonia, the French-speaking part of Belgium. Jono Edwards, welcome. And I think Diecast did a video in a store in Aalst, hobby store, that also had a Norev. So you can find them, but you kind of, hey Luc, goedemiddag. But you kind of have to search a little for them. Not a lot of stores have them, that's for sure. they do get a little bit dusty in the older boxes. So here we got same features. BMW Z4 is this one. Very big rims on it. This thing also comes off. This one has a window piece in the back. So that's already an improvement. And it's also more shiny than the blue top on the Mercedes. But very nicely detailed, very heavy. Interior is very nice too. Got the BMW logo on the side here and in the front. Fog lights painted. Yeah. Very cool. This one, yeah, pops on just as nice. Oops, careful now. This one I showed in a chase report. The other ones I got before I started doing videos. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this one because I think most of you already seen this. Again, same features. This is a toy show version. And the next one I also showed in a chase report. This is my most expensive Norev up to date. So this is the Subaru Impreza. It doesn't say on the base. Got no suspension either because it's a racer. Advan livery. Yeah, that's correct, David Johns. Monsieur Véron is the name of the original owner, the guy who started Norev and later on Majorette. It's just his name backwards. Now we get to, so we start with the oldest ones, 2012, probably 2013 or 14 release. Tony Counts, welcome. So here's another Peugeot 208. Got a bunch of these already. I showed a bunch of them in previous video in all kinds of colors. A little bit more flimsy these boxes are, as you can see, but you know, they work. I'm going to have to put these aside because otherwise we're not going to get to the bottom ones. We got a 508, also pretty dusty. So these don't have suspension anymore. Plastic tires, but still authentic rims and lens headlights, painted taillights. Just a basic everyday car. Here we get to one of my favorites. Peugeot 205 GTI. So pretty big for the compared to the real size of the vehicle. So most of these are 3-inch. Yeah, the retro series is pretty cool. Yeah, that's something I didn't mention. So you have the showroom ones. This is retro, and then the early. This is the early Citroën DS, short for Goddess. So with the single light in the front, the ID19 is also, that's also what it's called. Got a two-tone body. This is the all black interior. Also got one with the multicolor interior. And this one, these retro ones often get the rubber tires, because this has rubber tires. I think the Peugeot 206, 205, I'm not sure. I forgot to check. Yeah, also rubber too on this one. I'm not exactly sure why it's mostly on the retro ones they put the rubber tires. I don't know what the thought is behind that. Even though I have some true 1/64 scale recent ones that have the plastic tires on them. Renault Alpine. Alpine A110, it says on the base, 1970. Also has a scale on it, 156. So again, rubber tires. 4 lens lights in the front. Some separate paint for the bumpers and all the chrome stuff. Nice rims too. So this is still 2012. So I always get confused with these, whether it's a Simca or a Renault. So this is the Renault R8 Gordini, 1965. It's in 154 scale. Again, rubber tires. So it kind of amazes me how they are able to put these very thin rubber tires on the rims in the first place. Again, 4 lens lights in the front. I'm not going to put it away because the next one is the other one I always get confused with, the Simca. Pizza cutter wheels, yeah. A little dusty too, to wipe it off. So this is the Simca 1000 Rally. No information on the year of the car or the scale on this one. Black authentic rims with, again, pizza cutter wheels, rubber tires. This only has 2 lens lights in the front, so the bottom ones are painted. It's kind of strange it's in the retro series while it has kind of a racing look. But I guess these were sold like that stock. And it's had the engine in the back, just like the R8 Gordini. So you can kind of see my confusion, I guess, because they have very similar shape. these two. You have the engine in the back. So yeah, I always get confused between these two. So we're in 2014 now. And we get to the bottom row. Another Racing Retro. Yeah, JK, back then racing was pretty sketchy, I guess. These cars, don't think they were very safe. So this is again the Simca 1000 Rally, but this time in a proper racing livery. And I'm pretty sure these racing liveries are all authentic. So based on true racing liveries, you can see Rally Monte Carlo. So that means they have the Monte Carlo license. That's the cool thing about Norev. Everything is absolutely accurate. Got the rubber tires too, black rims, kind of like Steelies. Mini Cooper. So they have a lot of variations on this one. Also no scale on it. Rubber tires. Same features as the other ones have. Again, the Rally Monte Carlo livery on it. Actual license plate of the real vehicle. Very cool. Also one of my favorites, the R5 Turbo. 2014 we are still in. This is in 1/54 scale. Rubber tires, very nice rims. Kind of in the French colors. You can see the French flag here on top. Blue, white, and red. And just for the fun of it, I got out this one out of storage. Unfortunately, I cannot open the Hot Wheels one because I don't have room for it right now. I need another display case, but we can have a look at both of them. So back then, the Hot Wheels car culture did not get the paint, or the full tempo, I should say. But you can see the Hot Wheels livery is probably a fancy livery. The Norev one is, of course, a true livery. But yeah, kind of looks similar. Of course, the Norev rims are nicer. They are authentic. And then, of course, in the front, looks much better than Norev with the lens headlights and the painted lights. Yeah, David Harper, I mentioned before I wanted to compare these. Yeah, I thought this is the occasion to do it. Even though I cannot take the Hot Wheels one out of the blister, you kind of get a picture there. And the Norev being 3" is bigger, but not by much actually. So it means the Hot Wheels one is also pretty big in scale. Definitely not true 1/64. Then we got Street Racer. Yeah, I hope so too, Fax. Kind of a strange series. Already showed this one in a chase report during lockdown. I just wanted to have an example of this casting, so that's kind of what the only thing I could find. Yeah, David Johns, they would do a great job, but they're never going to do the Soviet cars. I wish they would just use the licenses they have for their 143 scale cars. That would also already be awesome, because they have pretty much a license for pretty much every car make, European car make, and some Japanese too, I think. Aston Martin DBR9 GT1 with goofy green lensed headlights and partially green rims. I like the fact that the spoiler is metal. Green windows too. Not a bad thing they don't do the street races anymore. You like those, JK? We got a VW. Doesn't really look like one, but I think they use these in the Dakar rally. Volkswagen Race Touareg. This one still has suspension. Huge rims on it, but you need those in the sand, I guess. It's a Norev Army style. So these liveries are not authentic. These are just crazy, goofed up, cocked up liveries. But you know, just some designers having some fun, I guess. Still 2014 date. And I have this one. This looks kind of like a proper racing car. So this is the Mercedes-Benz C-Class AMG. Got suspension, roll bar in it, or roll cage. Racing steering wheel. It's kind of too bad this camera is not very good at showing detail, but pretty cool interior there. If they want, they can really outdo themselves, Norev, but they don't always do that. Got probably the fuel filler here on the side. Also metal spoiler here on the back. I like that. See if we can take a look again, but it's kind of hard to see. Yeah, that's kind of an awesome one. Definitely the best one out of this Street Racer series. Then we get to these kind of boxes. They have the theme on the side here, Racing 2015. Really, JK, you like those? Okay, that's interesting to know. Peugeot 3008 has suspension. Not a lot of travel though. So full tempo on this one. La Course Cycliste, so a kind of bicycle racing assistance vehicle. Got a moonroof. Get a good view on the interior. Then we got a racing one. So kind of surprising, there's quite a few people who like those street races. So this is the Citroën C-Élysée WTCC, so World Touring Car Championship. Also got a roll cage inside, metal wing on the back, Red Cat, Team Red Cat. I don't know if that's an actual team, but since it's in a racing series, I guess it is. Kind of goofy with the red base though. Oh yeah, it didn't get the headlights. That's I didn't even notice that, Fax. Yeah, that's right. Hussein, Saudi Gamer, hello. I'm fine, thank you. How are you? But I've said it before, Fax, you have a much keener eye than I have, or a better eye than I have. The 208 T16 with the small wing on it. Got versions with a big wing. Already showed those in the Diecast Brand review and in the multi-packs. That's cause you're picky. Well, I consider myself picky too, but my eyes are just not that good. It looks good, Hussein. So kind of this color kind of resembles the Golf color, I think. And here with the orange a little bit. So yeah. Kunait, see them. I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Over there in Turkey. Funny thing is here on this one, the side mirror is a little bit too far backwards. Should be much more to the front here. Yeah, I think this is an actual racing livery, JK. And then we got a classic emergency vehicle. Very nice one too. So this is the Renault 4L 1964. Hi, Roland Feine. 154 scale. So again, got the rubber tires on these classic ones. Very nice front end. Got the light on top. Maybe a little bit big, but anyways. Yes, Hussein Saudi Gamer, I just showed one. So you're going to have to rewatch later in the afternoon when I upload it again. David Johns, what you just wrote, very big 4L on the back here, kind of funny. I think my grandfather drove one of these when he was working for the Post back in the day. Not sure. Not in the French gendarmerie version, of course, but the red in the red Post vehicle. Then we get to this kind of packaging, all red boxes, no theme on it. Some of these have the name of the vehicle on the box. That means these were probably sold in cases with 6 cars in it of the same vehicle. Or maybe more than 6, but I think it's 6 in one box. But I'm not 100% sure of that. So 2016, so 17 or 18 release. Yeah, you're not going to catch a lot of thieves or James Bond with an R4. That's right. So another color of that popular Peugeot 205 GTI, 154 scale. Again, rubber tires, authentic rims. Much nicer, these rims, than the chrome ones we had earlier. These chrome ones are a bit too shiny. Well, that's cool, Hussein. You work at Toys R Us, so you get probably a reduction on the Hot Wheels and Matchbox you buy. Very nice color. Another fan favorite, Herbie. Could have been my internet too, David Johns. Georgios Perantinos, welcome. Congrats on finding those two. It's kind of an off-white, almost yellowish, so maybe they do that to kind of avoid licensing, because I'm pretty sure this is not a Herbie licensing. But yeah, cool one nonetheless. So this one also says Volkswagen Beetle on the box. So also a one that is from a box that has all of the same cars in it. Citroën DS23 Palace. So DS, short for DS or Goddess. 23 is the engine, 2.3 liter. Yeah, I kind of imagined it was in Russian, David Johns, but that first word you wrote means poop in Dutch. That's what I was saying when my internet, my Wi-Fi kind of failed for a few seconds there. And Pallas is kind of the livery. It is the top livery, most luxurious version of it. Well, maybe there's a presidential one too. That one would be more luxurious probably. Yeah, facts, that's right. There's some words that mean some totally different funny things. And definitely in Russian, we have a company here that sells kind of a bakery, but a big bakery that is all over the country. And that's called Panos. And Panos in Russian means diarrhea. So yeah, going to get some bread from the diarrhea store. It's kind of funny. So yeah, this is definitely my favorite version of the DS, much more so than the ID19 one, which got pretty much the same shape, obviously, but the lights in the front are different. To my knowledge, Norev has not made the BX yet. They have done the GS, that's a new casting. Collins Diecast 164 Customs, welcome. So the real one had the lights turning, the inner light here and the closest to the center, they turned with the steering wheel to kind of illuminate the corners. Cool, thanks Rudy for that information. So again, rubber tires that the classic ones used to have. All black interior on this one too. No color variation in there. Very nice. Comes in blue too, I think, and some other colors. Yeah, quite a few different colors, white and stuff. But so far, I only got this one and another version I'm going to look at later, police version. I want to get all of them, obviously, because this is such a nice casting. Even though it's not true 164. Yeah, the rear indicators up there, that's very cool. But this is just a very cool car that was 10 or 20 years ahead of its time. We got the Ford Fiesta, so we got the more modern one here. Does not have the name of the vehicle on the box. the WRC version without racing tempos on it, just a kind of stock looking. Also has the side mirror very much to the rear, should be much more to the front, like the Peugeot 208 T16. Tired Canadian, hello. Yeah, French people like those cars, definitely. Here we got the Mini Cooper S 1963 in green and white. Just says Mini Cooper on the base like the other one. Just got the Union Jack. So like I said, there's a lot of variations of this Mini. Then we get to some emergency vehicles in these boxes. They don't have the names on the box. A Renault Master 2003. Got suspension. Yeah, Hussein Saudi Gamer. My parents did indeed own a Mini, but it was not a Cooper and it was in red. These are much bigger than the Greenlight ones. They this is, well, I would say 3-inch, but it's not 3-inch because otherwise it would be huge. But it's definitely quite a bit bigger than the Greenlight and the Schuko ones that are true 164. Well, I would say none of these are true 164, but then I see the next one, and that is true 164. But we'll get to that. So the same light on there as there was on the Renault 4. So it's got seats in the back. It's kind of funny with a closed panel van. Got plastic opening doors, huge trailer hitch on it. Most Renault cars I have a trailer hitch, except for the classic ones. So this is a fire department vehicle. Pompier. And then we get the first true 164 vehicle here. It's a pretty recent one. So as I've mentioned many times before, the Duster this is. George Lepadatu, hello, welcome. Norev is shifting to 164 scale, so the newest castings are 164 instead of 3-inch. Already shown this in a chase report, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Again, trailer hitch. It's a Dacia, so from the Renault group. And then we got the Renault Megane, I think. Yeah, 2009 model. So this is a medical emergency vehicle of the fire department. Different type of light bar than the Duster had. Yeah, gendarmerie means police, a certain type of police in France. You have police nationale, you have gendarmerie, you have all kinds of different police forces. Then I got a whole bunch of these vans, the Citroën HY. Diecast running, I think €4 is a fair price for a Norev. Looking at what you get, I think if the casting's worth it, I will pay that. Of course, I prefer to pay less. I think the sweet spot is €3. Thanks, Jono. So this was the first one that was released. If I look at the date on the box here, 2017, lot 86. So in a Paris Fire Department livery. Yeah, David Johns. It seems to be very hard for Americans to pronounce Citroën. So you often say citron, which is a melon in French. Citroën. The French often sound like Citroën. I'm just making fun here a little bit of the French, but kind of different on one side than the other, because this has a sliding door. So there's the logo here 2 times on the door, and then all the information here on this side. JK, you thought that was funny? So save or die, it says here on the French, in French, I mean. So yeah, very cool vans. Pretty heavy because it's all metal body, plastic base, of course, and the rubber tires, because it's a classic one. The next one is my favorite. So this is a French fries food truck called Friterie. That's a French fries shop, a friterie. Look. Yeah. Le Ch'ti Bilout. That's kind of an inside joke. So the north of France, a little bit of a history lesson here. The north of France used to belong to Flanders. Flanders is the Dutch-speaking part of Belgium. That's where I live. So those Dutch-speaking people had to learn to speak French because they belong to France now, or well, a few hundred years ago. And when they pronounced French, I often have that too if I don't pay attention. I kind of sh at the back. When I pronounce a French word, I put a sh in the back. And that's why the former Dutch-speaking people in the north of France are called ch'ti, because they have the sh sound in the back of the French word they pronounce. And bilout is kind of a dude. So the ch'ti dude. So the dude that pronounces French with a sh in the back. That's kind of what this means. Kind of funny, but, you know, probably only interesting to people who live close to the north of France. Very much attention to history lessons then. Here just a plain red version. Nothing special here, but no. I like them so much, I get all of them. The newest one is a gray version, don't have that one yet. And then here's a version of the PTT, Post Telecom and Telegraph, it means. Mobile Bureau. Yeah, I know, JK, you're very much interested in the history of Belgium and Flanders. So that's very cool for someone from abroad to be interested in that. Kind of mimics a side window here, I think. This is a proper window. Here, one, two. Yeah, opening doors would be cool effects, but, you know, for the price point, I think it's kind of hard to do. I mean, don't even get the lensed headlights because they have to cut corners somewhere, but you do get the rubber tires, so that's cool. Because there's a lot of metal on this one, so to keep it within that price range. Okay, so oh yeah, got one here at the bottom. The Mercedes-Benz Rocks. Let's do a truck or a rig. They don't do many. I think this is the only one they do actually. So the bed is plastic, but it functions. So that's cool. Very nice cabin. Then we got these kind of boxes, Multigam Classic, and the Citroën 2CV. So this is 154 scale, does have the rubber tires, it's a classic. Again, the big blue light on top. Also a fire department vehicle. Not sure if kind of the fire department chief would drive this, if he would arrive sooner than the fire trucks. Kind of doubt that. Oh, cool facts. You found one of those missing national parks matchbox for me. That is awesome. Thank you so much for that. Based on the 2CV is the Citroën Mehari. Kind of curious to see if this the wheelbase is the same on the model. Kind of interesting to know. So for those of you who wonder how it's written, Citroën Mehari, 154 scale also, so it should be the same. Let's see. Yeah, well, the 2CV wheelbase looks a little bit bigger, so not exactly accurate model-wise. So kind of a plastic, well, the model is metal body, but the real one was plastic body. See a lot of these in the French Riviera, Saint-Tropez and stuff like that, places like that, I mean. So look, there's one in your town with Danish license plates. Wow, I hope he didn't. Did he drive from Denmark all the way to Belgium in a Mehari? That's nuts. Man, I wouldn't even want to do that if I was paid for it. 154 scale, so a lot of these seem to be in 154 scale. So again, another color rims, kind of grayish on this one. So we got chrome, we got silver, we got gray. I like the variety in there. Benny Derksen, dankjewel. Then we got the Citroën SM. So Maserati engine. No scale on it. Rubber tires. So a completely plastic insert in the front like the real one has. It's pretty big. Nice gold color. You can see in the box, it completely fills the box, this one. Yeah, that's right. Look, these later classic ones, they do. They look very good. And definitely the thanks Joe from XLT Off-Road Bear, welcome. Definitely the 164 ones look very nice, even though they don't all have rubber tires. Thanks for watching Collins Diecast 164 Customs. See you next time. So the same Citroën DS that we saw, the green one, but in the Gendarmerie Nationale French police version, unfortunately without the light on top. That would have finished it off. So then we get to the dealership exclusives. So this is the Citroën C5. Here it says Collection 3-inch, so 3-inch collection. So it clearly states that it is not true 1/64 scale. Benny Carlson, welcome. Hi there in Sweden. 2013 date on it. And it's a station wagon, so must have for me, even though it is black. Cut suspension, plastic tires, authentic rims, of course. Got the moonroof. JK, be kind to that Swedish person. Then we got the 2CV. This is a modern packaging like they are nowadays. The Citroën Origins packaging, that's how they are now. I've gotten some of these from a French dealership that I stopped at and I lucked out because it was the only one I ever found that had these. I was on my way to a toy store and I hit the brakes when I saw the dealership and I lucked out in finding them. The other place I was able to find them is in the merchandise store at the Brussels Motor Show that is held every year in January. But I'm afraid due to COVID, we will not have one next January, so I will not be able to get the GS, which I really want. And that is in true 1/64 scale, so I'm going to have to wait. Yeah, David Johns, you can do another dealership exclusive video with these, all right? They have many. And you can just order them online from the Citroën merchandise store. Made in China, yeah, that's right, Luke. But you know, most of the stuff is nowadays, or Thailand or Indonesia. So that's funny, David. Johns. So get the rubber tires again. Nicely detailed. Mystic Skepticism, hello. I did a diecast brand review on Majorette a long time ago in 2018 when I was not allowed to do live videos. So I'm not going to do that again. I will be doing a SOS cars video on Majorette live. So that's one is coming up probably soon, because Fex is telling me that his box that he sent me that has some SOS cars in it is going to arrive soon. So it's in customs for that's what he told me. Yeah, no, David Johns, the ones you buy through the Bentley store are mini GTs. So this is the Citroën Traction Avant, also in 3 inches. And these are all the colors available, so black, blue, ivory, and two-tone red and black. I got the blue one because it looks kind of cool. Yeah, Fax, I hope they don't charge me another tax bill on the stuff you sent me. They did that with the previous one, so I hope yeah, they don't do that again. It's only seems like box from Australia that they check thoroughly. I've never had it been done from a box from somewhere else. Don't know what that's all about. So the Norev casting of this vehicle. So this is kind of the limousine version. It's got 3 rows of seats. So it seems to be longer than some other ones, some other diecast brands do. Kind of the people carrier version. Yeah, Mystic Skepticism. Unfortunately, I cannot go to France due to COVID, because usually every year I go to King Jouet for the sale. The 50% off on the second one, so 25% off on both of them. Yeah, so that's a bummer. Okay, thank you for doing that, Fax. I hope it works this time. And if it doesn't, well, it's going to be a bummer. Then I don't know what to do to avoid that. Okay, so this one's called Citroën 2CV or 2 chevaux 4x4 Sahara 1966, sorry. Also in 3 inches. Hey Joe. All the colors available, so kind of a gray color. Bonjour Roblox Vanset in green agave and in blue cyclade. So engine in the front, engine in the rear, spare wheel on top there, rubber tires obviously, fuel filler cap on this side, fuel filler cap on this side, indicator light on top there, cooling fan here in the back, I think it is, for the second engine. It's got 2 different key locks, an ignition keys, I mean, for both engines. Yeah, that's funny facts, wrapping it in a present paper. Maybe that'll work. Who knows? So then we get to Peugeot. David Johns, repeat after me. Peugeot. Peugeot. Sorry, not making fun of you, just trying to help. So here's a little partner van, Berlingo. Suspension. Just a little panel van like we see so many here. Rubber tires, chrome rims, kind of strange. Then we got a bunch of station wagons, because, you know, that's my favorite stuff to collect, and the French car makes do a lot of them. Is there a date on this? No. It just says in French, new Peugeot 307, 3 inches. Of course, it's not new anymore nowadays, because this is already an old model. Nice green color. This one's kind of hard to get out. Metal base, suspension, plastic tires, authentic rims, moonroof. And might have seats in the back that fold up. So you have 2 extra seats in the back on this one, I think. Well, David Harper, it's kind of a general name for this type of diecast. It's a little over 7 centimeters, so I think it just sounds better in calling it 3 inches than 7 point, I don't know, 21 or something centimeters. This one's got a date on it, 2011, so 12 or 13 release probably. The 508 SW stands for station wagon. This one does not want to open. Got some packaging rub on top. Chrome rims again. Moonroof. So seems like the boxes nowadays are blue. 2013, although these are still older ones. Again, a 208, another variation. Nice to see all kinds of different rims on these. Lumi TV, bonjour, soyez le bienvenue. Yeah, Jono, paint-wise, Norev are always spot on. You can't fault them. The 308 station wagon. New Peugeot 308 SW, 3 inches, 2013. That's okay, Lumi TV. I speak 4 languages, so no problem there. Moonroof. So this is the successor of the 307 that we saw in green. Metallic white color. Not a fan of white, but in metallic it's kind of acceptable, I guess. Peugeot 505 wagon. I have not seen it by Norev, at least not in the 3 inch. Then we get to Dacia. I don't have any Renault in the Renault packaging. All my Renault come from single blisters or multi-packs. So this is the Logan MCV. Feels pretty heavy. I think it's all. It's in a Romanian police livery. got what you call, David Harper, a cherry on top. Again, the chrome authentic rims. Kind of a strange packaging. It's just got the inner on top. So it kind of sits on its wheels in there. Pretty small boxes. Another Dacia. We got the Duster in the army livery. This one's got the inner on the back. The 2010 model. Suspension, chrome rims, trailer hitch, opening part, the back should open up, but I'm not going to force it. Sorry, David Jones, I was not able to read all of that. It disappeared from my screen too fast. That's the downside with filming this with my phone. The screen is just too small. Then we got a Volkswagen. I also got a Mercedes dealership cars, but those are all true 1/64 scale. So those are in my display cabinet, so I don't have these here. I've showed them in my display cabinet video, so you can check them out. If you want to see those, check out that video. No Volvo as far as I know, Benny. Unfortunately, because I like my Volvos very much. Suspension, plastic tires. I think this is the Mark 6 look, if I'm not mistaken. Kind of an off-white color. Not very flattering for this car, but anyways. We got the Passat. Oh, I forgot something about the Golf. So in the back here, you cannot mistake what size it is. It says 3-inch in huge lettering. Just a scale reference here. Any Volvo would be cool, Benny. I'll take any of them. This is also in Norev, also a Mark 6. This is from the kind of toyish line, the city ones, the basic ones. But funny enough, the basic ones are all true 1/64 scale. And just to give you a size comparison, 3-inch compared to 1/64. So there's a size comparison for you. So yeah, pretty big. So again, we are at the Passat. Again, it says 3-inch in the back, huge. Facts, that's funny. Can hardly notice. Well, so most of these car makes do not have a contract with Norev anymore. I think probably because of the 3-inch thing. And that's also why I think they're shifting to 1/64 now, because I think the French car makes were also complaining about it. It's just much nicer if you can have a correct scale for all of them. Suspension. I think there's some Chinese So nowadays you have to rely on the Chinese manufacturers for nice VWs. And the last one here is also a Passat, but kind of a coupe version. Just says Volkswagen Passat on the base. Also has suspension. Very nice rims on this. No, I don't have any wagons from Volkswagen Norev. Sunroof. Taillights not that nicely done. That's very un-Norev to be a little bit sloppy like that. But anyways, I was glad to find these VWs at Namak. So that's it for this video. I thank you all very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you, David Jones. So normally next Sunday will be Welly window boxes. Unless Fax's box arrives, then I will be opening up that box on a live video. But otherwise, it will be Welly window boxes. So thank you to those of you who gave me a thumbs up. Thank you all for watching, participating in the comment section or in the live chat. And I see you all next week. Bye-bye.